حي على الفلاح.
Today we are talking about the signs before the Day of Judgment, but we are going to start with the Mahdi. And the Mahdi puts us at a dangerous place because right after the Mahdi we start to see the major signs before the Day of Judgment begin. It's important to talk about the Mahdi and understand the rough time frame in which he appears, what the world looks like, the world in which he appears, so that nobody can trick us. Nobody come and tell us that they are the Mahdi, or that the Mahdi is 5 years away and we need to establish a khilafah before the Mahdi gets here. And that has been used in the past and people have gotten in trouble because of these same exact ideas and thoughts. And the more you know, the more that knowledge will guard and protect you, inshaAllah. So let's start with this hadith narrated by Al-Hakim in his Mustadraj by Abu Sa'id al-Khudri radiallahu anhu. The Prophet ﷺ said, towards the end of time, the Mahdi will emerge. Allah will provide rain for him, and the earth will bring forth its vegetation. Wealth will be plentiful. Cattle will be plentiful, and the ummah will grow. He will remain for 7 or 8 years. He is one of the minor signs. We said some scholars mention him as a major sign, but that is not correct. The major signs are 10. The Mahdi is one of the minor signs. Let's look at another hadith because we have a lot of descriptions so that when he does come, we can identify him. So in this hadith, it's narrated by Abu Dawood and At-Tirmidhi. Abdullah ibn Mas'ud narrates that the Prophet ﷺ said, if there's only one day left on earth, meaning there's one day before the Day of Judgment, Allah is going to extend that day, make that day long, prolong that day so that a man from me or from my family can come. He will bear my name and his father will bear the name of my father. So remember that rule we said, you have to put all the narrations together. Like if you just look at this narration by itself, you're like, I don't understand what's going on. But if you attach it to the one we mentioned earlier and the one we're going to keep mentioning, you're going to get a bigger and more complete picture of the Mahdi and who he is and all that. Here the Prophet ﷺ is saying, it's another way of saying he has to come. Even if there's one day left, Allah will make that day long enough just so the Mahdi comes. You understand? So then the Prophet ﷺ says that a man from me or from my family, he will have my name and his father will have the name of my father. So that means the Mahdi's name will be Muhammad ibn Abdullah. That will be his name. It can't be Hassan Abdul Ghafoor and then he tells me I'm the Mahdi. It has to be Muhammad ibn Abdullah. Not he went and changed it in court. Alright? He was Ali Siddiqi and then he was Ali Siddiqi, went to the court, became Muhammad ibn Abdullah. He's like, why do you do that, my friend? He's like, well, that increases my chance of becoming the Mahdi. Okay, then what about the Mahdi then? I know.